Hey guys, back in action here. Yes, I do wear pit vipers, but I'll take them off for you. So I'm going out to the barn and I'm gonna pick up the 440 as well as the car. I'm gonna haul them both home and kind of do a reconnaissance of it tomorrow. I'm just ready to get started on A6 440 swap. I'm just excited, okay? Well, I was starting to move the 440 and I noticed something. All the head bolts are loose. It's probably a bad sign. Probably means his engine's cooked. Ruh-roh. Time to tear it down. I don't want to tear it down. This was supposed to be an easy one. You just take the engine and you put it in the Audi, and then you have a 440 Audi. But instead, now we have a junk 440 and a junk Audi because I beat the crap out of it. Nice. As a quick recap for where this 440 came from, I ended up getting it for free off of Facebook Marketplace. Engine was sitting in a pool maintenance shed and it was free, so the girlfriend and I showed up as soon as possible and picked up this 440, no questions asked, no inspection whatsoever, just drug it out of there and took it home. And I thought, wow, this 440 would be the perfect engine for an Audi station wagon, obviously. So here we go. All right, we've got the head off. You can see a small amount of moisture sat in this cylinder and a ladybug as well. That would, oh my God, that's got a ring on it. I was gonna say that would hone up okay, but we're just gonna hone it anyway. Issue might be these lifters. God, those are dirty. So go this side. Other than the, I don't know, maggot nest or wasp or whatever the heck it was, this side looks reasonable. As reasonable as a clapped out engine can that looks like this, you know. Well, the camshaft's still there, so I mean, that's cool. See if we can push one of these lifters out. Well, they'll still move nice. They got oil, at least somewhat. Ow. Okay, it moves kinda. Doesn't want to come out, but moves in its bore, which is probably the most important part. After seeing that the pistons and cylinders are mostly intact, I decided I'm going to reseal the crankshaft and then put the pan on it and test fit the motor. There was a small amount of plastic shrapnel in the oil pan. Best I could tell is it looked like nylon timing gear, and I think I was right. So I'm just gonna not worry about the pieces of shrapnel in the oil pan, and I'll replace the timing gears and chain. Easy peasy. There's a broken tooth that I did not break, another broken tooth. This one was partly broken before I broke it more. I broke these. But that's junk. I missed. Next, we're going to be replacing the rear main seal on this engine. I'm going to have to take part of the crankshaft apart to get that seal out. But I'm not going to look at anything. I'm not going to inspect any of the bearings. I'm just going to replace the seal and put it back together. That way I don't have to worry about it if they're not in good shape. Okay, so there's half your rear main seal. So what I'll do is I'll finish loosening up the crank mains. I'll slide out that old seal, slide in a new one, and put it back together. Don't tell me how they look. Just gonna assume it's good. I would call that garbage. It's a rope seal. I've never seen one of these in person. I'm too young. Now that the new crank seals are in, I'm going to test fit the motor. But I'm not going to record it because I'm not smart enough to do that. So I've been working on the Audi swap with the 440, and I ran into some major issues. Let me rephrase that. I ran into some things that I had not foreseen. Basically the biggest hurdle that we're running into is that this vehicle has what they call a center rack. So for steering, the center of the steering rack is where the tie rods come off of. So they come off of the center of the rack at an angle, and the outer edges of the steering rack are mounted solid. So only the center of it moves. And here I'll insert what it looks like when the steering rack's being turned. Logan, mental note. And the reason that's an issue is it's also a high mount rack. So these tie rod ends are exactly where like my cylinder heads and exhaust manifolds need to be for me to fit this engine in this pre-made engine bay. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to extend the front of the car out to the front. So I'm going to have to extend the car So I'm going to have to extend the engine forwards into the front of the radiator area. So somehow I'm going to have to move the radiator and maybe grill forwards. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it yet. But that's the issue I'm running into, is the steering rack's in the way. Wouldn't have been an issue if I picked like any other car, but it had to be an Audi. So basically, I'll be spending the next few months trying to save up money and figure out how I'm going to fit this 440 into this Audi. Because it's happening, and it's going to be fun. And I cannot give up because it's already on the internet. If I give up, that makes me a loser. I'm not giving up. I'm just taking a break. So thanks for watching, and make sure you stay tuned because eventually this is coming back on the channel, and we're going to be putting a 440 Dodge Big Block into this Audi station wagon. Peace out, guys. See you later.